To be here amongst you today, and thank you so much once again for BISS and Dhaka University for inviting me to say a few words at the start of this seminar. Like all speakers before me, I would also like to speak of the youth dividend, because it's obviously a very rare and powerful demographic moment. A time when a nation's working age population reaches its peak, carrying the potential to fuel economic growth, social transformation, and national resilience. The Maldives is also definitely at the same stage as Bangladesh with regard to, because we are also a young country. And our president, for example, is just 45 years of age. And our cabinet ministers are also in their 40s and early 50s. So it's a very, very young country, and even our members of parliament, they're very young. So I think we can sort of relate when we speak about harnessing the youth dividend here in Bangladesh. The responsibility before us to ensure that young people are empowered, equipped with the right skills, and engaged as full partners in shaping the future is high. I have had the privilege of witnessing Bangladesh youth in action, in classrooms, in startups, in social movements, and on the global stage. I have met tech-savvy entrepreneurs developing solutions with local relevance and global potential. I have seen young professionals excel in digital services, healthcare, climate science, and creative industries. I've spoken with student innovators who combine profitability with social purpose. The question today is not whether Bangladesh youth are capable. They have already proven that they are. The question is how to translate their energy into lasting national and regional impact. This is the reality of Bangladesh, a country where youth are not merely the hope for the future, but active architects of the present. In recent times, we have seen how their determination and collective voice can shape national outcomes. Obviously, the youth-led movement of last year, which contributed to a peaceful transition of power, are a reminder that when young citizens engage constructively in civic life, they help to shape the destiny of their country. Bangladesh youth have also had a critical role to play in environmental sustainability. As one of the world's most climate vulnerable nations, Bangladesh must lead by example in tackling environmental challenges. Young people are already driving green entrepreneurship, eco-conscious innovation, and community-based climate resilience. By nurturing the environmental awareness and providing the tools to lead, we prepare the next generation to confront the global crisis that threaten us all. This is an area where the Maldives and Bangladesh are natural partners. As fellow climate vulnerable nations, we share not only an urgency, but also a vision. One where our youth are champions of environmental sustainability solutions, from protecting fragile coastlines to advancing renewable energy and sustainable tourism. Collaboration between Maldivian and Bangladeshi youth in climate action, digital innovation, cultural exchange holds immense potential for both our countries and for our shared region. And as Bangladesh moves towards graduating from LDC status and strives to meet the SDG goals, the active participation of youth will be indispensable. Whether through entrepreneurship, education, or climate advocacy, they will be the driving force behind the more inclusive, equitable, and sustainable future. To fully harness the youth dividend, I believe we need to focus on three essential pillars. We've heard the previous speakers speak about some of this. I think it's really important that we ensure that the youth have access to relevant and inclusive education. Education must go beyond enrollment. It must be relevant to the world the students are entering, equipping them with critical thinking, adaptability, digital literacy, and emotional intelligence. Governments, academia, industry, and civil society must work together to bridge classrooms and careers empowering graduates not only to seek jobs but to create them. The second pillar is we need to create pathways for meaningful employment. The youth, we obviously know, they are very ambitious, and such ambition needs to be met with opportunity. Bangladesh's success in the digital economy already shows what is possible. With infrastructure, market access, and inclusive financing, youth-led ideas can grow into enterprises that power the economy and uplift the communities. The third pillar is youth engagement in global dialogue. In a connected world, diplomacy is no longer the sole domain of old people like us. Young people are shaping narratives, building networks, and representing their nations through innovation, art, and collaboration. These people-to-people ties are powerful tools for soft power and national branding. Above all, inclusion must be at the heart of our approach. The youth dividend cannot be limited to a few. It must empower all, regardless of gender, geography, or background. The determination of a young woman in a rural village, the creativity of a young man in Dhaka, the perspective of a student in a small island community are all vital for our shared future. Distinguished guests, the youth dividend, like our distinguished speakers have mentioned, it's not a guarantee. It's a responsibility. It befalls on us to ensure that it calls, and it calls for vision, investment, and trust. Trust that our youth can lead, innovate, and shape a better tomorrow. So therefore, I'm confident that today's seminar will generate not just ideas, but actionable pathways and enduring partnership. Let this be a moment that we look back on with pride, when ambition met opportunity. Thank you so much. Shukriya.